started with something it motivates me because there are people from different backgrounds. So it's a really good thing, and that's one thing that I would love to go back and mentor the young girls there.
Amazing, Lynette. And Annette?
Nimbu Girls High School is a school that nurtured leadership and ensured that each aspect of a person who can be able to lead was highly regarded. Under that, I'd love to mentor the young leaders so that they can be able to come out to the country as great and also can have a great impact in our Kenyan setting. So I love my school for that, and I'll keep going back to do the same.
Great. Mr. Gerard.
Jamrak, do I say?
You don't.
Highway just produces leaders. Just leaders. And it's a community. And because of this, Highway and Jamhuri High School have something still to settle. And since I can see Jamhuri is represented, Mr. DJ, are you ready? Is he
was in Highway.
I think we've just lost our DJ. So when we finish, we will be back. Just remind us. We have to sort this one out.
Asante Gerard. Neema. Tupatie Neema.
All right. My greatest memory in primary school is my teachers, just their commitment and their support in ensuring that we turned out to be who we are today. I remember when we used to go for junior quiz and Kiswahili debate, mjadala, and it was our teachers who took us there. It was our teachers who helped us get prepared. And that, I think, just being in my formative years had a great impact on who I am today.
An amazing TBT.
My favorite memory, the best thing I ever took away from that school was a cake. A cream cake for 3 shillings and 50 cents. It was the most coveted item on the menu. That's what I remember the most. But anyway, we have friends that we've made over the years, lifelong friends that we have carried through all our years, through all our seasons in life, through our marriages, our children. We've had those friends, and that is the most valuable thing for me. We enjoyed ourselves tremendously in primary school, and we just had experience of the great outdoors. We had so much space that we could run around in, and that's what I'd love to have all the children in public school or even in primary school in Kenya go through.
Amazing memories. Let's now listen to Blessed Bernard Wasonga.
Wow, the one thing. Leadership and personal development, personal initiative, personal responsibility. I remember the countless leadership positions that I held while at school. This was all extracurricular or co-curricular? Extracurricular activities. I wasn't in the mainstream of the prefectorial leadership, but I was actually, I could say I was a firefighter. That is the firefighting squad. I was in scouting. I was in PA. I was in the emergency squad. So all that developed me into a holistic person. And that personal initiative, personal responsibility is what I carry with me throughout. Thank you.
Thank you, Blessed Bernard. MC Wasonga of TCM Africa and Able Life TV show.
Thank you very much, MC Kogi. Wow. Good evening. The most thing I remember that I learned from school was personal responsibility. They used to quote it as common sense, which is ideally not very common to everyone. And just like Bernard, I was not in all those, but the situation whereby the school wanted to strike all the candidates just before we start for exams. And you have here little Wasonga. I was more tiny than I am now. Everybody's against you. They are really prepared, plan to strike. And you're at that position whereby you either now stand with what you believe, either good or right, and you're the deputy school captain. The school captain himself has no idea what to do. He's been heckled, and people are marching out of school, and they're getting other people from class to march with them. So what I remember remarkably was I stopped the Form 1s as the former students of Form 3 from walking out of the class, and the rest walked. But ideally, 2 weeks ago, one of those who walked out of classroom and went to march outside was sent out of school completely. He was, they call it, He was sent out. Expulsion. He came home to meet me just to say hi. And what he first said is, Wasonga, now I know what was in your mind. Because I have a small brother, and every time he stands out of school, I ask him, even you can do that. So now I totally understand what you're standing and believing in. And these are some of the things that you're taught every day in classroom and teachers and all these leadership skills that you have to stand by every single day. So that is what I think I've carried all along. And I would love to do the same and give back to the society, the school where I came from as well. So yeah, thank you.
Amazing. Let's now hear from one of the biggest or largest, if it may please you, schools, Pangani.
Yes. Yes, I'm Christine, as you all can see, from Pangani Girls. Yes, Pango. What I got so much from my school is co-curricular. I was in sports. I was a basketballer. And I learned so much from it. How to interact with others. I improved my social skills, teamwork. So I believe that as much as we are there to learn, let's not focus on the formal type of learning. Let's also engage those who are still in school in co-curricular, as it also grows them in different ways. Thank you.
Amazing. Now from St. George's.
Yes. I'm Angela Ayecho from St. George's Girls. The one thing I remember I got from my school was the confidence to speak in front of people. I'm usually shy. I used to be really shy when I was small. I used to avoid people. But when I was in Form 2, I joined drama after my friends insisted that I should. And once I stepped on that stage, the confidence that I got is something that I will forever have till the day I die. And also, the teachers allowed us to express ourselves, whether through group work in school, in classrooms, or the activities they used to set up, like creative arts, swimming gala. So we used to work together and use other skills other than academics. And that is something that I will forever cherish, that I can say I got from St. George's Girls Secondary School. Thank you.
Jamu.
Wow. I'm still called Edwin. Considering the school, I stayed there only for 1 year due to unavoidable circumstances, because if you were in Jamhuri, you had to learn how to survive. I was not there when they had beefs with Highway and Aga Khan, I think, because of a girl, something like that. That's what I had. But, what I learned from Jamhuri is, number one, the power of adaptation. Whereby when you are in school, you have the full uniform, blazer, tie, even we used to call it windbreaker. But the moment you leave the gate, everything is in the bag, and you give somebody to go with your bag ahead, so that when you reach town, because you have to look from both ways. This other side, the Highway guys will come. The other side, the Aga Khan people. So you have to be a Kofi Annan to be able to circumvent that. But all in all, one of the biggest lessons I learned, because I think after I joined Form 1, I still had what you call primary tendencies. I was lucky enough to be the monitor the first day I entered school. But because of my stupidity, I used to write noisemakers, and then I wait for prefects. In fact, I was the one who used to go and call the prefects to come and take the list. So by the time I was leaving, I had so many enemies. And but not the Bible, as life says, as you grow, you mature up. So I matured up. So if you guys want DJ selector, ningependa nitoke. I leave you guys to continue. But all in all, God is faithful, and I'm happy where I've reached right now, because life lessons make it a man. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Let's now hear from Highway.
Elfas Highway. One thing I can remember about Hai is the passion for sports. During the time I was there, the boys and girls who are very eager to excel in sports. And even as the school captain at the moment, I introduced rugby. And I would like to go back to the school and see how they are performing in sports. And as an alumni, I would like to support them to ensure that they excel in sports, not just in Nairobi, but nationally. Thank you.
Another highway representative before we wind up.
Good. Bwana sifiwe. Yes, I was in highway. Basically, I would like to say this highway is the place I found my sense of purpose. Nilienda highway, a young, aimless young man from, sitasema palinitoka, but you know. Okay, good. So when I went to highway, I didn't have a purpose, didn't know what I wanted to do. And the other thing, I was the person the least marks. So I had that low self-esteem. But it happened that we were taught that you can make it in life. So my self-esteem was boosted by the fact that I became number 1 the first time na hivyo mpaka nikawa nimaliza. And then I also acquired another name called Mr. President. So from Form 2 mpaka wakati mpaka leo, the people who are now highway plus the teachers, they call me Mr. President. So basically, that is what has meant me to be whom I am. And that is maybe the reason why I'm here today, not to ask for your votes anyway for 2032, but maybe just to know the people that will be working with those years. So like I'm here, I'm choosing my cabinet. Yeah, so tuko pamoja. So basically, so I was mentored in highway to be whom I am, and I've been trying also to do that. And that's why I coined the name Mr. Mentor Jared, and that's how I call myself, and that's what I've been doing. So some of you who have managed to read my books, I'm an author of 7 books, but I've managed to publish 4. And within those books, you realize most of the things I'm talking about are the things I was taught in highway. And one of the things, maybe like the school motto and the school anthem, the highway community we aim to conquer, keeping our motto, endeavor to excel. Pride and dignity we must maintain. To our nation, the best must be given. Dignity, pride and dignity we must maintain. To our parents and teachers, our guardians and parents, and the whole highway community, we endeavored to excel, and that is what has been driving me up to today. Many thanks. We'll share more. Barikiweni sana.
Wow, thank you so much. In a nutshell, 3 pregnant values that I carried with me from Starehe Boys Center and school. One is responsibility, discipline, and service. Responsibility in that every morning we did not wait for someone to tell us it is time to clean the dormitory. You knew it is your time to do the cleaning, to clean the toilets. We learned how to be responsible. Discipline, things like pocketing was a serious offense. Yeah? Yes, you could not pocket. You know, those small kind of things is what I up today. And of course, last but not least, service. I was among those who went through the prefectorial system, and later on house captain in charge of 80 boys, and overseeing the whole school of 1,000. There are no privileges for prefects or captains. You know, like you have an extra cup of tea, nothing. It was purely from service, something our politicians out there should learn, that leadership is not about titles, it's about service. And all this was crowned in aiming high. The motto of the school was Natulenge Juu. Never settle for anything less. Don't take mediocre, take average. Go for gold. Natulenge Juu. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for allowing ourselves and also those watching us from Kenya, all over the world, even where Future First is represented in UK, watching us right here during the 2nd annual Alumni Conference happening in Kenya at Kilimani, to experience us walk down the memory lane. Asanteni sana. God bless you. See you soon. Thank you.